Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Member 2 Sport and Wellness Center. My name is Jeff McIntyre for High Button Sports, and we're here at the Under 16 AAA Provincial Championships. First game of the tournament is going to be between the host, Cabot, visiting Cabot. For the teams to take the ice. To the public announcer for the national anthem, and we'll be back with and we're just about ready to get things kicked off here in Member 2. Starting goalies for this morning's game For the Jets, number 72, Daniel Levat. And in goal at the other end for the Highlanders is number 30, Hugh Burchill. And here we go for puck drop. The opening game of the under-16 AAA Provincial Championships is ready to go. Off the draw, puck's dumped into the Highlander zone. Back forward is Natesty. He'll skate things to the line. He's bodied. Puck will be sent right back down by the Jets. Out to stop it is Burchill. Leaves it on a tee for his defenseman. It's chipped into the middle. Chance here for the Highlanders. Just out of the reach there. Almost into his own net was Levat. Centering pass off of Levat's stick. Shot coming from the point. Hits a body on the way. It goes wide of the net. Jets trying to get things sorted inside their own zone. Puck's played to an open side. Connects with Crawley. Crawley is bodied by Natesty. Tries to get around him. Takes a shot on goal, and that collision will knock the net off its moorings. A couple of early chances for the Highlanders, and the Jets come back with one of their own. Face-off will be inside the Highlanders zone now that they sorted out the net issue. Draws scrambled, dug free by the Jets. Ward takes a shot off a body in front. Rebounds picked up by the Highlanders, and they'll break things out the other way. Over the line, passes into the skates of Havercourt, and the Jets will play it around to an open wing. Played back, that'll be off the boards, but kept in by Boyle. He'll fire it towards the goal, but wide of the net. LeBlanc is back for it. He'll play it back into the corner after absorbing the hit. Morrison picks it up along the wall. Tries to play it into the middle, but it's off a stick. Highlanders will drag it back inside their own zone. Pressure was put on by Ward. It's deflected at center, just at the line. No icing on the play. Back for it is Seth Black. He'll play it into the skates there of LeBlanc. McHattie in there causing some trouble for the Highlanders, but possession's regained by Phillips of the Jets. They'll play it into the zone, but it's off a skate. Murray picks it up there. Turned over behind the goal, but Jets can't get it towards the front of the net. Stepping up there is Stevens. He'll just play it to an open corner. Scrambly play to start this one. Skating it out is Murray. He'll gain the line and fire it in deep. Levat will stop it behind his goal. Passes it ahead to his defenseman, Stevens. He'll put it around to the far side. Pile up along the half wall. It's switched sides by the Jets. Smith McNeil can't get much on the clearing attempt, but he's helped out by his partner, but that's going to go for an icing call. 12:33 left here in the first period. Outside of that initial shift, not a whole lot happening out there just yet. Both teams trying to find their legs in this early morning game. Off the draw, Simmons is dumped. Kept in at the line by Natesty. Now we have Poirier down the wing. Shot from a sharp angle. It's off the side of the mask, I believe, of Levat. And it'll drift into the corner. Highlanders pick it up there, throwing their weight around a little bit. Backhanded to the line by Long, but kept in by the Highlanders. Landry, shot off the side of the net. Highlanders may have thought they had a goal there as the mesh popped. Back to the point, Landry puts it across. Natesty with it now. He's shadowed nicely by Smith McNeil. It's played down low. Two Highlanders go into the corner and come out with the puck. Back to the point, but that'll hop over the stick of Long. Stevens is bodied into the quarter by McQuarrie. Jets having a hard time getting organized inside their own zone. Good pressure here from the Highlanders. Long now plays it up the boards, but going to be kept in momentarily by Natesty. And he'll put it back in. His mates will have to tag up. That pass misses Natesty, but he has an open wing. He'll take the ice. Over the line he goes. Has it knocked off his stick by McDonald. McIntyre laying the body behind the goal, but can't find the puck. Highlanders with good pressure again. Puck's tried to play to the middle there by Tuzenar, but he can't get it towards the net. He'll get another try. Rebounds there. What a stop by Levatt. Another loose puck off the side of the post. Jets completely scrambling now. Highlanders wrap it around. That stop by Levatt. Played to the corner by McIntyre. And to the line, Landry keeps it in there for the Highlanders. Pemberton battles his man to the boards, but it's kept in at the line. Another shot coming here from Landry, and that is mercifully gobbled up by Levatt for a whistle. Early shots on goal are 5-0 in favor of the Highlanders. Off the draw, back to the point yet again for Landry. He'll play it down into the corner, but it's off of LeBlanc's stick. That pass misses. Possession's regained. And that one will find the seats. Jets go straight ahead with it off the draw. Played to the wing for Crawley. Crawley will dump it in. He's knocked off stride. Landry goes back for it. Bothered by Lee, but gets it to his D partner. Boyle will headman that puck. Off a stick at center. Regained by the Jets. Just missed pass into the middle for Lee. Tough one for him to take in the air. Kept in again by Crawley. Played to an open corner. Butters goes in to get it. He's surrounded by Highlanders. Played to an open wing again. Off the boards. It's going to be brought out into the neutral zone. Crawley with it again for the Jets now. Forced to the outside. Havercourt had him lined up, and Highlanders take possession yet again inside their own zone. Here's Murray. He'll gain the line, plays it ahead, but that's going to be an offside call on the Highlanders. 9:27 left here in the first period. Opening game of the under-16 AAA Nova Scotia Provincial Championship. Off the draw, Morrison and Phillips battle. Puck will drift to the boards. Played around by the Highlanders. Left there to Phillips. Played into the middle. Ward can't get a stick on that. Stepping up on it is the Highlanders. It'll come back inside the Jet zone. McIntyre will play it around the boards. Phillips tries to line his man Stevens up. McIntyre spins off a check. He'll try to get things going in the right direction for the Jets. Over the line comes McIntyre. He's knocked off stride. Shot on goal. Glove save there by Burchell, and it's played down the ice. Race for it now. Just ahead of the play is Havercourt. Tries a weak backhand shot. Stopped by Levatt. Good job from LeBlanc to make sure that didn't turn into a more dangerous scoring opportunity. McIntyre just gets it outside the zone. Battles his man to the boards. Loose puck is gathered. McIntyre will play it across the ice for Phillips. He'll dump it in deep. Jets are getting some changes in. Chipped into the middle, but cleared to the boards by LeBlanc. And it's dumped back in by the Jets. Highlanders regrouping here. Pass is a great one to McCaddy. He's over the line. Great stick there from LeBlanc. Make sure that opportunity doesn't turn into a dangerous one. And I realize I just said that. What a good shift defensively for Stéphane LeBlanc of the Jets. Negating two potentially dangerous scoring opportunities. Puck's one to the boards. Natesty walks into the middle. Quick shot. Pad stop there. Rebounds taken from the point by Landry, and that's kicked away as well. Played to the point. Landry gets a skate on it. Chipped outside the line by Travis Smith-McNeil, but Nadisty's there for the Highlanders to regain possession. Played across. McHattie shadowed there to the boards. Played into the middle. Loose puck in the middle of the ice. Chopped away by Seth Black of the Jets. In the corner, Highlanders have their cycle game engaged. Beaton down low. Knocks his man off the puck and regains possession. Takes a spill into the boards there. Pemberton plays it around for Black. Black takes a hit from McQuarrie. Landry pinching at the point. Keeps it in for the Highlanders. That's finally battled to the line and out. Right along the near boards here. Highlanders turn back quickly. Coming off the bench was Jador. Tried to lay a hit but had the puck chipped around him. Kept in at the line. Momentarily, McIntyre decides to cut back. He's shadowed by Poirier. He'll go for another loop dangerously, but he'll stop behind his goal. Try to reset for the Jets. Pass across to Stevens. Stevens' pass into the middle is off a skate. It'll come out to the line. Center for Landry. Landry tries to walk over the line, but his teammates hadn't quite tagged up just yet. Offside is the call. Face-off just outside the Jet zone here. Stevens plays it back to McIntyre. McIntyre plays it off the glass. That's going to be sent back down. A lot of I don't want it, you take it's happening right now. Chance here, blocked. Great block there. Another one there, chopped just wide of the near post. Stevens plays it around for McDonald, but that route is jump, and McDonald lifts the stick there of the Highlanders player, trying to jump that route. And it's played back down into the Highlander zone by Stevens. He had his lane taken away nicely. Played back down behind the net. Foss McDonald of the Jets looking to get a cycle going. Jador steps in, plays it back to the wall, but that's too hot to handle for McDonald. And the Highlanders come back the other way. Cuisinart goes wide, centering pass off the stick there of Levat, and they try to skate it out and turn back the other way. Easy stop there for Levat. LeBlanc will switch behind the goal, try to get it to Francis. That hops over the stick there at the point. A good back up there from the Highlanders to make sure nothing comes of that rush. Dangerous chance here. Shot just may have ticked off the shoulder of Levat, and it will ramp up out of play. Highlanders are pressuring the Jets defense on every play, and they're being rewarded with a few quality chances, but this stage of the game we're still scoreless. Levat's been excellent between the pipes early in this one. Played to the boards, gathered up by the Jets, played across for Crawley. Crawley plays it in softly to the corner, giving chases Butters, but Boyd beats him to that one. Lee can't find the handle along the half wall, but he's backed up. That backhand is gloved down by Landry, and they'll fire it in, but it's off a body at the line, just onside. Jets get it out to the neutral zone. It's turned over to Nadisty now. He'll gain the line, going wide, driving to the front, tipped on goal. Long got a stick on it, and Levat finds it just in time. .436 left here in the first period, still scoreless between the Highlanders and the Jets. Highlanders win the draw. Played onto the half wall. Shot coming. Off the pads. Rebounds there. Cleared to the corner. That one's going to pop into the air. Regained by McQuarrie. He has it knocked off his stick, and the Jets will play it to the line, but yet again kept in by the Highlanders. Jets with plenty of chances to clear, but can't seem to find that seam. Pass into the middle is smartly shut down by Daniel Levat. And another face-off inside the Jet zone. Face-off drifts into the corner. Battle for it ensues. Ward comes away with it for the Jets. He'll regroup behind his goal. Has his pass deflected. Chopped back by Phillips. And it'll just drift outside the line. Now Ward picks it up there. He's battled hard. Loses a glove and have to regain possession again. As he tags up, the puck's sent back down inside the Highlanders zone. Behind the goal, Landry plays it to the wing. That pass is dangerously into the middle, but it does reach its intended target. Landry again has it chopped away at the line. Pass to an open wing, but it's well out of the reach of Phillips. Played back quickly. Here's McHattie. His pass is off a set of shin pads. Here's Stevens, thinks about going across to McIntyre, instead reverses the play. McHattie takes a bump, shot well wide of the goal from Murray. Into the corner, McHattie can't quite find the handle, played up the wing. Doubling back is Matt Phillips of the Jets. He'll play it to McIntyre, he has to settle it down. Deflected off a Highlanders stick. Simmons can't find the handle. It's the ice for Phillips. He will take control. There, but only got a little piece of it. Colton Jadot, he tries to beat Boyd inside out, but can't do so. Gains possession, and he'll play it down. That's for the Highlanders. And back the other way, Princely comes through center. Cut up. Blocker save. Out of that. Inside the Jets is gathered by Francis. Smith McNeil can't find the handle on that. Highlanders trying to get a change in quickly. Played to the line. Head down the ice, but it's off. Francis takes it over. Two Highlanders converge. Francis drops it off there, but that pass is too hot to handle. Centering pass is there, but it splits the defense at the point. Black will have to come back for the Jets. Danny will get a little adventurous and fire it off the boards, but it's kept in. Landry pinches it off as well. Centering pass is denied, but Leo play it around to an open wing for Francis. Francis can't. It does reach McDonald. And we'll the whole Highlanders, and we'll be back shortly for the second. Stay with us. spirited action. And here we go between the Jets and the Highlanders. Still scoreless after one. Off the draw. Pemberton will play it across to McIntyre. He'll dump it out to the middle. Turned over there. Loose puck just inside the zone. Turned back by Pemberton. Played out to center. Boyd gathers it there. Dumped back in. We have an equipment issue, I believe. McIntyre's knocked down, but we have a Highlander stuck back deep into the middle. Probably should. McIntyre destroys him, and it looks like a penalty is going to be called. Interference looks like the call. McIntyre will sit for 2 minutes or less for interference. Tough penalty to take for the Jets just after opening the scoring. Not sure if Haverford had the puck or not. It looks like he was engaged, but nonetheless, the first power play of the game will head to the Highlanders. Off the draw, they have a shot on goal, but it's blocked before it can get to Labatt. Puck's played behind the goal. Cousinard picks it up there, plays it back to the point, tries to take the return pass. McInnes plays it to the middle. That's off a skate. LeBlanc will play it to the line, but Madison keeps it in there. Played back down low. Into the middle, shot off the side of the goal, or actually it may have been the side of the head of Labatt. Puck's regained by the Highlanders, dropped off down low. Looks to find the point and does. Madisty, cross-ice feed to Boyd. Boyd shot, no deflection, it's kicked to the corner. That one towards the goal, but just does get outside the line. Jets get lucky with that one. The Highlanders are going to go for a change. Black decides to cut back, has a man on him now. Played across to LeBlanc, that's going to be backhanded to the line, but Phillips comes back for it, can't get the puck out. Dangerous play here from the Jets as they try to kill this penalty off. Played across, but that's going to drag Boyd outside the line, and it's dumped right back in. Jets can't find the handle as the Highlanders do get the tag up. It's pulled outside the line yet again. Over is Landry. He's pinched off and plays it down behind the goal. Jones picks it up there. He's bodied by Black of the Jets. Highlanders look to get things set up again. Back to the point. Landry. Cross to Murray. Down low. That shot is blocked by LeBlanc. Another shot. It was going to save by Labatt. 10 seconds left here in the power play opportunity. Headman pass is a good one over the line. Good play by Stevens to negate that Havercourt shot. Dropped off behind the net. Havercourt with it again. Tries to play it to the middle. It's turned over there. McIntyre just misses the headman pass. He'll go to escape. And they do call an icing goal, even though Virgil comes out to play the puck. So that should be negated. Faceoff should be in the neutral zone here. We'll see what they decide. And as I said, faceoff will be in the neutral zone at center ice. We all make mistakes from time to time. Restart, Nasty back court.
as the stick lifted, regains possession. Travis McNeil regains possession for the Jets and fires it back down. Adams back for it. Plays it across. That pass up the middle misses everyone, and it'll drift down the ice. Landry has to come out to play it as McCaddy was going to win the race. Played around by Pemberton. Boyd steps up to make the hit. The puck is drifted out to center. And now down inside the Highlanders zone. Good forecheck from Travis Smith to field the Jets on Sawyer Nattasty, but Nattasty comes away with the puck. He's over the line, trying to go wide. Put to the corner by McIntyre, and a great play by McIntyre to strip his man of the puck. Puck played ahead, 3-on-1 opportunity for the Jets. McIntyre's in, drops it up, shot on goal, stopped by Virgil. Nice low shot, and Virgil squeezes the pads just in time. Great play from Zach McIntyre of the Jets to strip Nattasty of the puck and lead the rush the other way. Jets that close to opening a 2-goal lead here early in the second. Right off the draw, Jador goes straight ahead, wraparound try. Loose puck there, and saved by Virgil off of Francis. Played into the middle, backcourt. Now McIntyre plays it to an open wing. Phillips has possession for the Highlanders. He sees the C park for him, tries a shot on goal, but wide of the net. Into the middle, shot coming, shot on goal, rebounds there. Havercourt just has it swept away off his stick by Long. Behind the goal is McQuarrie. McQuarrie battled hard there by Jador. Another Highlander player comes in to help out, plays it to the point. Kept in by Beaton there. Now Long with it. Long tries to play it up the wing. That's taken away by McQuarrie. Loose puck, gathered up yet again. Now we have Jador. He'll rim it around. He's knocked off stride. Puck's played into the middle, but it's off two Highlanders. Francis is doing great work to battle it outside the line. Does well just to get it down the ice. And the Jets will go for a quick change. Highlanders trying to break it out quickly to catch them. Into the middle of Stewart. Stewart passes ahead, but that's out of the reach of Tuzinard and chopped away by LeBlanc. Loose puck is gathered up by Butters. Backhand chance is followed up by Virgil. Just like that, Butters found himself in all alone. But Virgil on his game and shuts it down. 9:39 left to go in the second. Jets holding a 1-0 lead over the Highlanders. Face off into the corner of Landry. He's battled by Crawley. He's knocked down. Loose puck. Centering pass. Score! Off the draw, will dump it back down. Stopped behind the goal by Levac. Played ahead to Butters. Butters pitches it into the middle. That'll just drift outside the line. Highlanders will have to tag up. It's going to be a delayed offside call. Back forward is Black. He'll decide to cut up. That pass is off LeBlanc in the middle. He'll get away with it though. Played ahead. Butters game line and moving in deep. Back to the pass is going to drift down the ice. Icing's going to be the call as Stevens touches up. Face off inside. Highlanders zone. Dig in against Stewart. Gathered up by Sawyer and Nattasty. Laid across. Quick. Pinch into the middle. McInnes plays it ahead. That's going to be offside at the line as the Jets drag it back in and wave it off. Back the other way quickly was Phillips. Here's a race nicely by Boyd. Big hit along the half wall, played into the middle. Pemberton can't get the shot away. Good coverage there from the Highlanders. And they'll come back the other way quickly. Over the line is McCrory. He's to Lang to catch up with his teammates. He'll do a lap around the goal. Into the middle for Phillips. Phillips shoots. Blocker stop there from Levat. Played around the goal. Stevens back for it. Alex Stevens now plays it across to his D partner Pemberton. He'll play it to an open wing. Punched ahead by Morrison. Giving chase is Ward. Slipped across. Phillips backhand shot. Head saved by Burchill. And that's going to deflect out to center. That's going to be a hand pass on the Jets in the neutral zone. All of a sudden, the Jets have found their legs, and they're generating a few scoring chances against this Highlanders defense. Face off in the neutral zone, pushed ahead by the Jets. Smith McNeil. It's tangled up in Murray's equipment. He finally has it dropped through. McIntyre will play it ahead. This is the stick of Smith McNeil. McIntyre has to leave that one go. It's even offside. Just get some time to play it ahead. That one's off the stick of McIntyre. Back for it with Jones on his hips. McIntyre forgets the puck, but Highlanders keep it in at the line. Shot coming, deflected high and wide by McIntyre. Not something I'd recommend, but he'll get away with it. Sometimes you'll deflect those down into your net. Sometimes they'll deflect up and out of play, I guess. .707 left here in the second period. Jets holding a 2-goal lead, 2-0 over the Highlanders in the opening game of the Nova Scotia Under-16 Provincial Tournament. Puck's played down around the boards, kept in at the line, and sent right back where it came from by the Highlanders. Into the middle, Beaton can't find the handle, and it's played to an open wing. Foss McDonald now plays it ahead to Francis. Francis cuts into the middle, leaves it there. Jador tries to go wide on Boyle. Finds the puck in the corner, decides to play it back to the point for LeBlanc. Shot to the goal, kicked away easily by Burchill. Rebounds gathered up momentarily by the Jets. Let's try to get a cycle game going on now. Francis, body off the puck. Played to the line with pause there for the Jets. They'll play it back in. Not deep though. Now it's taken over by Boyle of the Highlanders. Just onside. Quick shot on goal. Gloved down by Levat. Quick shot off the draw, backhanded right into the mask of Levat, and he'll hold on for another faceoff. Another chance here for the Highlanders. Backhand pass down to the point by Jones. Another stop there, rebounds there. Stopped in the crease by Pemberton. Play from his defenseman, and it'll be chopped towards the goal. And there's a lot of chopping and whacking away at Daniel Levat. Bit of a late whistle. The Jets get away with it as the Highlanders are pushing hard to get on the board. Highlanders have it behind the goal. Centering pass gets back to the point for Natesty. Plays it back to Boyd, and that'll take him outside the line. He'll play it back in deep. Jets taking a little too much time as the Highlanders have tagged up. Butters struggling to find the handle along the boards. He's sealed off by Jones. Big pile up along the half wall. Dug free by the Highlanders. Boyd will fire it back down behind Labatt's goal. Stevens with it. Plays it to the line, and that will be an offside call. Highlanders have to tag up. Played ahead, but out of the reach of Crawley at center. Played to the line. Just avoids the too many men penalty as the Jets got off just in time. But that will be an offside call on the Jets. And Butters will stick to the puck deep inside the line. Face off inside the neutral zone here. Highlanders win the drop. Pass across is a good one. Played ahead by Beaton. Big hit along the half wall and the net by Phillips, I believe. Laid down the ice right on Burchill. Almost kept in at the line by Long, but he does get a piece of it. Icing will be waved off. Levatt plays it around. McIntyre fires it around to Morrison. He'll play it into the middle. It'll be deflected down the ice. Murray plays it to the half wall into the middle. Phillips has a beat on it. Can't find it in time. Stewart's there. Negate that chance. Played it on for Long. Back down low. That puck pops along the dasher. Checking for the Jets. Beaton will play it around to Murray now. Stretch pass is a good one into the neutral zone. Pass is dumped down. McPatty didn't get much on it, and it will be swallowed up by Levatt. .351 remaining here in the second period of play. Doyle off the draw, takes the shot towards the goal, and he scores! It definitely deflected in front. Not much chance on that one for Levatt. Trying to see who got a stick on it. Looks like number 10, James McQuarrie, puts that one home for a crucial goal for the Highlanders to get back within one before the end of the second period. 3:47, the time of the goal. Right off the draw inside the Jet zone. The Highlanders capitalize. See if that goes to the legs. Over the line's Landry. He's kept to the outside by Levatt. Wild pass in front. He will draw back to the line. Boyle plays it down low, but it's off the stick of Landry. Havercourt takes it away behind the goal. It's just pinched to the corner. Back to the point now. Boyle, strong pass across to Landry. Landry's shot deflected and kicked away with the pad by Levatt. That's played to the line, but off of Boyle and down the ice. Virtually stopping. Travis McGill in there trying to find the puck. This puck plays to the line. Played ahead by the Highlanders. Bouncing puck in the neutral zone. That's free by Pemberton. Played into Landry's corner. Landry back there. Absorbs the hit from Jador. And it's sent to the line. And almost onside, but McDonald wasn't quite able to keep it. Face off inside the Highlander zone here. 2:55 left here in the second. Now we have a 2-1 game in favor of the Jets. After that opening goal for the Highlanders, played to the line, kept in, easy. Glove save there off the Pemberton shot from the point by Burchill. Plays it around behind the goal. The Highlanders keep the puck moving. Open wing picked up there by Boyd. Boyd will skate over the line. Looks to center the puck. Had a man on the back door, but couldn't quite find him. Puck's played down around the goal yet again. Backcourt is Pemberton. Pemberton sealed hard along the boards. Puck's played up the boards and out, but Boyd's outside the line. That's going to be an offside call. It should be the intentional variety, as Boyd clearly knew that was an offside call, but we'll see if they bring it back down inside the Highlander zone. Doesn't look like they're going to. Boyd decided to touch that puck because he had no momentum going backwards, so that's why the intentional call should have been made. Off the restart, Highlanders play it back down behind the goal. McIntyre, the back there, plays it ahead, but it's pinched off by Jones. Put back behind the goal for Pemberton. He'll drop it off for McIntyre. McIntyre plays it into the middle for Lee. Lee's pass ahead, but not quite on the stick of anyone there for the Jets, and the Highlanders back quickly the other way. Centering pass, good, stick in front by McIntyre, otherwise it's a tap in on the back door. Highlanders doing well, moving that puck side to side, but the Jets come back hard the other way. Big hit along the boards by Murray on Crawley. Parker, Lee passes it back into the middle. Crawley can't get the shot away. Quick shot from McIntyre, blocked in front. Good pass there from Crawley to find him on the open point. Dug free by the Jets, played back to the point for McIntyre. McIntyre avoids the check as his man lost his stick, but can't get the shot towards the goal. And just about into the final minute here. Dangerous play there by Stevens, but he'll get away with it. Stevens finds McIntyre on the near point, plays it around his man, tries to give chase. Butters with a shot right into the glove of Burchill. Shoving after the whistle. Into the final minute here of the second period. 56 seconds left. Face-off will come inside the Highlander zone. Face-off controlled by Natesky of the Highlanders. Played it up to the half wall. Quick breakout coming here for the Highlanders. Stalls at center for a moment, and now played down behind Labatt's goal. Black decides to change direction, and it'll be played to the line. Just kept in, I believe. I think even the Highlanders thought it came out. They stopped playing momentarily, but they have possession now. Played across to Boyle. Boyle can't take that cleanly. Chopped ahead, but off the stick. Morrison can't get it out for the Jets. Dropped off there. Phillips with it now. Phillips tries to pass it across, hits his skate, deflects right in front. Shot from a sharp angle is stopped by Labatt, and the Jets will hold for a face-off. 17 seconds left here in the second, and the Highlanders coming close to tying things at 2. Excellent goaltending by Daniel Labatt of the Jets. Face-off to get out of this period here. Tried to go straight ahead to the Jets, and they do. Over the line now coming is Butters. He'll play it into the middle, just out of the reach there of Crawley. And that'll flip down onto Burchill for another face-off. For Crawley off the draw, right into the glove. May have been going wide, but that, Burchill is taking no chances on that one. 5 seconds remaining here. Lots of action in the final minute here. Another chance here. McIntyre into the middle. Shot just off the outside of the post. And that will do it for the second period of play. And we're going to have some fisticuffs down on Burchill. Lots of pushing and shoving, and Parker Lee's fired to the ice. I haven't seen any hands go up just yet, but one more push, one more shove is probably going to do it. Referees and linesmen in there trying to sort things out. And they finally have done so. After 2 periods of play, Jets 2, Highlanders 1. shots on goal, 27-16 in favor of the Highlanders. We'll be back for the third period after the flood. Stay with us.
And we're back for the third period of action for the opening game of the other under-16 AAA Nova Scotia Provincial Championships. After two, it's the Jets 2, Cabot Highlanders 1, and here we go for the third. Draws one by the Highlanders. Straight ahead with it comes Tuzenard. He has it knocked off his stick. Jets try to counterattack, but the pass misses. Dumped softly into the zone for McIntyre, who plays it hard around. Pemberton can't get much on it, but does get it ahead. Passes behind Lee into the middle. McIntyre steps up to seal it. Just chipped down the ice by the Jets. Icing's going to be waved off. In for the forecheck is Butters, but it's played around him. Into the middle of the ice. That is down the ice. They're going to wave off icing. They say it touched the stick. Pemberton will chip it ahead to McIntyre. He'll look to gain some speed. Plays it ahead to Crawley now. Crawley, stretch pass just out of the reach there of Butters at center. That pass is going to slide the length of the ice. Icing will be the call as McIntyre gets back for it. Face-off will come back down inside the Highlander zone early here in the third period. Highlanders win the draw, back behind the goal. Played up the boards, but outside the line. Battle forward along the half wall here. Played out to middle. Chipped ahead, but tough pass to take for Phillips. It was in the air. Sent out to neutral ice. Phillips chips it around. 2-on-1 opportunity here. McQuarrie's in. He shoots. Big save by Daniel Levatt right into the crest. And he'll hold for a face-off. Early chance here for the Highlanders in the third period to tie this one at 2. But Daniel Levatt to the rescue. And looks like this face-off is going to be brought out to the neutral zone as Landry is being told he joined the scrum after the whistle. Punched ahead by the Jets, but gathered there by Boyle of the Highlanders. Dumped in deep. Rebound off the boards, behind the goal from McQuarrie. He's battled there by LeBlanc. Chopped towards the goal. Back to the point, quick shot, wide of the goal, rebounds into the corner. Highlanders just trying to switch sides of the ice and get shots toward the net. Pass ahead is off the stick of Boyle, and he'll have to go down and regroup. Has Morrison on him. Highlanders counterattacking quickly. Pass across as it goes, and McIntyre steps up, just punches it back out to neutral ice. Morrison stuck deep, as that's going to be an offside call on the Jets. And this time they are going to call the intentional offside rule, I believe. Face-off will be deep inside the Jets zone. Clean win by the Highlanders. They'll play it behind the goal. McHattie picks that up. He's battled to the boards by Stevens. Rolls off that check. Centering pass. Loose puck's there. Big pad save there from Levatt. Played out to the neutral zone by the Jets. Pass into the middle. Off the stick of Stevens. He'll regroup there behind his goal for the Jets. Plays it off the boards hard. Just does get outside the line, but Murray will fire it right back down. Stevens now behind his goal with another opportunity. He'll skate things out. Now instead drops it off now. Penny dangerously in front of his own goal. Plays it ahead to Smith McNeil. He can't get the pass there, and it's sent right back down by the Highlanders. Some scrambly play. Dangerous pass will just get outside the line. Offside could have been called there, but they allow it to play on. Jets will fire that one down the ice. Icing will be the call. Bit of a slow start here in this third period for the Jets, clinging to that 2-1 lead. Face-off won by the Jets. Played around the goal by LeBlanc, Penny takes a big hit but tries to get the puck out. Can't do so. Chopped towards the goal. LeBlanc will pass it over to an open wing. Back forward are the Highlanders inside their own zone. Jets will get a much-needed change in. This is sent down the ice. It's going to be an icing call against the Highlanders. And the Jets will finish their change. And the Highlanders will have to have a few men stuck on the ice, but I don't think they've been on there for all too long. Face-off scrambled, finally comes free for the Highlanders. They'll skate things back the other way. Poirier gains the line. Shot off the side of the net. Rebound into the corner for Long. He tries to play it to the corner. Two Highlander and a Jet collide, and it'll drift outside the line, but now it's fired right back in. Stéphane LeBlanc for the Jets has possession. He'll fire it out to neutral ice. That's going to hop up and hit a Jet at the bench. Not a whole lot of flow to start this third period for either team. A lot of whistles. That is just about a breakaway for Foss McDonald. He gets his stick on the cross-ice feed, but can't quite. Penalty coming here against the Highlanders. It was a big hit just outside the Jets' line. Oh, pardon me. This one, it looks like it's going to Foss McDonald, number 25 of the Jets. The Jets had possession of the puck, so I assumed that it was going to the Highlanders, but I must not been able to hear the whistle. I apologize. 15:56 remaining here in the third, and the Highlanders are ahead to their second power play of the game. Currently 0 for 1. They win the draw. Puck's played down into the corner. Big stick.
Pemberton in the gate.
It'll to Levat for another face-off. Another draw inside the Jet zone. This time controlled cleanly. Off the draw, played back to Landry at the point. Into the middle for Nadesty. Back across, or pardon me, that was Murray. Down low, Highlanders working it. Quick shot on goal is wide of the mark. And that will ramp up and around the glass and out of the zone. Minute and 25 left here in the McDonald penalty to the Jets. Highlanders through the neutral zone. Over the line is Landry. Into the middle, great pass, what a... As it robs the Highlanders streaking down the slot area and holds for another face-off inside the Jet zone. Highlanders win another draw, played across to Landry. Landry back into the middle. Murray plays it across. Back into the middle for Murray. Onto the half wall for Landry. Played in front. Deflected on towards the goal. Rebounds there. Chopped to the line, but kept in by Murray. He'll feed it across. Into the middle. Landry's there. Shot on goal. Rebounds there as well. And it's pushed aside into the middle. Landry with a chance. That's blocked in front. Jets blocking shots, but can't get the puck out. That shot by Jones is high and over the goal. Played back to the line. Just kept in by Landry. Highlanders trying to regroup here. Played down low. Backdoor pass off a skate. Rebounds there. And Levat finds it on the line for a miraculous stop with 23 seconds left in the penalty to McDonald. What a stop and what a flurry of action in front of Daniel Levat. Highlanders win another draw, have possession inside the offensive zone. Played to the wall. Now back down low, looking for that backdoor pass just out of the reach of Landry. Punched aside. Chance here for the Jets if they hurry. Short-handed chance. Shot on goal by Ward is kicked away by Burchell. And the rebound is punched to the corner. Penalty is over. We're back to 5-on-5 action. Highlanders have done everything but score on that power play attempt. The Jets can thank Danny Levatt and a bunch of shot blockers in front as well. Back quickly come the Highlanders. Dropped to no one there, but the Jets don't see it. McDonald punches it just outside the line, and that's going to be an offside call on the Highlanders. Face-off coming into the neutral zone. The Jets survive the McDonald penalty and still hold a 2-1 lead over the Highlanders. Puck's dumped down behind Levatt's goal. He stops it there for Stevens. Stevens will backhand it to an open corner, but Phillips jumps that route. Played into the crease area, but no one there for the Highlanders. Natesty pinches down. Phillips behind the goal. He's dispossessed by Lee, and he'll punch it ahead. McIntyre leading the rush into the zone. He'll come. He's stripped of the puck before a shot can get taken. Back the other way quick. Corner, and Natesty now at the point. He has it knocked away, but just does stop his man from getting away with it in the neutral zone. McIntyre with it now behind his goal. Highlanders changing. McIntyre decides to go behind the back, gets away with it. Punch to the line, but Crawley can't find the handle, and now it's sent back down the ice. That is just going to make it outside the line as Butters does well to punch it out for the Jets. Pile up along the half wall. Stewart in there working hard for the Highlanders, and now McIntyre finds a loose puck. He'll headman the pass to Butters. Butters will just dump it outside the line. Back for it's Boyle. Boyle with pressure in front of his own goal, but he'll spin off that. Into the middle for McHattie.
Boyle trying to go wide.
Side, now by Levatt.
McNeil chops it to the line, but kept in by Murray. Down into the corner. Emerson Long plays it around. That lets it go to Smith McNeil.
McCown low. Long loses his stick and decides to try and pin it along the dash.
Well, Simmons now with it. Plays it up the boards. That's just going.
Highlanders up again. LeBlanc will flip
Center. McNeil chops at him. Turns it.
And it's punched back down low. Highlanders with possession. Good play from LeBlanc. Gets a stick on the
pass. Just onside at the line. Punch out to the neutral zone. And over the line. Harmless shot there. And it just about points the ball and it's gone. Harmless shot on goal points. The back of the net. It squeezes through the bat's leg. And he can't find it as it dribbles over the line. And the Highlanders tie the game at 2. 10:45 left here in the third period. After the game, without a play, that's a tough one for sure. His teammates will have to try to pick him up there. Good work from the Highlanders, though. You can see that one coming. They just won't give up firing pucks on goal. That was kind of handcuffed for that. Off the restart. Over the line, Jones leaves it there. Shot on goal. Just squeezing the pads in time. It's not bad. Jones puts the backhand on. And just like that, we have a tie game with the Highlanders finishing. idea how Levac got back to find the loose puck there, robbing the Highlanders of a sure goal. Highlanders are dominating this third period. Jets are going to have to find their legs to try and push back here. Another face-off won by the Highlanders. Played back to Landry. He flips it down deep. Hops over the stick of Tuzinard. Punched around by the Jets, but they can't exit the zone. Pemberton makes one-man miss. Plays it to an open corner and gets through Landry. But he'll race back and get it away from Crawley. Following up the play is Lee, but he can't get a shot away. Played into the middle. Highlanders counter-attacking now. Over the line, dropped off for Landry. He'll walk in, shoots, and saved by Levac. And the rebound's gathered by Natesty. Pile up in the corner. McIntyre tries to dig it free. He can't find the handle, but it's punched to the half wall. Cross-ice feed to Crawley is a good one. He'll dump it in deep. Butters will give chase. Highlanders gain possession. They fire it down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. But Levac comes out to play it, negates the icing. Plays to the line and out. Natesty will play it back. Dumped in. Not sure he quite got the line, but Levac was out to stop it anyhow. Can't take any chances. Butters, stick handling inside his own zone. As his pocket picked in the corner, Law comes in to help out. Plays it to Crawley, but he can't find it. Takes a hit along the half wall. Regains possession for the Jets. Plays it ahead. Nice chip pass into the zone. Ward back for it. Ward knocked off the puck nicely by the Highlanders defenseman. He played down the ice, but they're saying it made contact with the Jets stick. Not going to make the icing line anyhow. Long will flip it around into the middle. Loose puck's there. The ball will step up and just punch it out to the neutral zone, and that will pop into the Jets net for on the face-off.
Face-hold yet again. Jets battle it to the line and out. Highlanders will send that one right back down. Loose puck gathered up along the half wall by Tuzinard. He's stripped by Stevens, and it's played to an open corner. Jets will flip it to the line and out, just off the stick of Phillips, and he is knocked off stride as he may have been in clean. Interference will be the call. Power play coming here for the Jets. Looks like Andy Murray, number 27, will head to the box for the Highlanders. 2-2 game, and the Jets will head to the power play with an opportunity to take the lead back. 8:04 left here in the third period of play. Off the draw, rimmed hard around and all the way down the ice. He is not easily, could have been a trip there, but the
backcourt in his own zone is Lee. He'll drop it off there to McIntyre. Two men in pressuring. Here's McIntyre. He'll feed it up the wing. That pass is a good one for Smith McNeil. They have the line. Dropped off to McIntyre now. Cross-ice feed to Crawley. Crawley walks in. Tipped in front. Just wide of the goal by Lee. Back to the point. McIntyre plays it across for Crawley. Crawley's shot deflected before it could get to the goal. Back to Crawley. Crawley walks in. Back to McIntyre. McIntyre shoots. Blocker stopped by Burchill with Phillips in front. And that'll be gathered and sent down the ice by the Highlanders. Some good looks there. And that pass up the ice by Burchill ends up hitting the referee. And the Jets will have to regroup. McIntyre shadowed in his own zone. Drops it off there. Crawley looking to gain ahead of steam. Loses possession at center. Smith McNeil with it now. He'll try to dog it inside the line, gets it into the middle for Ward. Ward down low. Smith McNeil looking for an option. Can't find Phillips. It was in his feet. Couldn't take it cleanly. 20 seconds left in this power play. McIntyre plays it ahead, just can't get it inside the line cleanly, and that'll be sent down the ice off the skate there of another official. Twice on this power play. Phillips plays it across McDonald, can't take it cleanly, over the line, McIntyre punches it around his man, and it's sent down to neutral ice by the Highlanders. For the power play. And just like that, the penalty kill is successful for the Highlanders, and the Jets get caught with too many men on the ice. We'll trade power play for power play. The Highlanders will get their opportunity to take the lead. 5:54. Inside the Jet zone. Unfortunate things happening here for the Jets. And the Highlanders looking to take advantage. Murray plays it under the half ball. Stick from Pepperton. Regained into the corner by the Highlanders. Can't quite find the puck there, but they do regroup. Back to the middle. To Landry. Pass off of a stick there, and it'll be shot down the ice by Pemberton of the Jets. Burchill plays it into the corner. Ward is in forechecking for the Jets. Dropped back nicely by the Highlanders. Landry. Over the line they come. Looking to get the setup, and they will. Pass across to Landry. Landry with the lane. Shot on goal. Rebound's there. Stopped by Levac, and he finds the rebound as well. Minute and 13 seconds left here in the too many men on the ice penalty to the Jets. Highlanders looking to cash in. Ball comes free from McIntyre. He'll skate things down the ice. Over the line he comes, walks in, decides to cut up, knock down, swings it towards the goal but doesn't reach the net. Highlanders back quickly the other way. Landry over the line. Drag it to the corner, puts it back to the point, big hit there, Black can't find the handle, he'll get another chance, he's surrounded by Highlanders. Puck's dug free, McIntyre can't find the handle, he'll fall down on top of it. Dug free by the Highlanders, now with the man down in the corner, centering pass is taken away by Lee, and he has an opportunity to clear the zone, but instead fires it into the Jets bench. Moments for some Jets in the third period. Pressure causing some turnovers, poor decisions. They get another chance here. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Highlanders. Play down behind the net. They'll hop over the stick of McCaddy, but regains back to the point. Nadisty plays it down low. Shot from a sharp angle, but that's stopped by Levac. Rebound's there. They can't quite find it. Onto the half wall, into the middle. Good pressure from the Jets to make sure there's no easy play there. Chipped out to neutral ice, and Boyd will take over again for the Highlanders. Boyd over the line, looking for an option. Shot towards the goal is deflected by. Phillips seals the wall, and it's laid down to McCaddy in the corner. LeBlanc seals his man off. In to help. Jets trying to dog it outside the line, but can't do it. McCaddy down low. Shot off the pad of Levac. Two Jets get tangled up, but they do get it out to center. 3:24 left here in the third. Back to 5-on-5 action. Dogging it through the middle is Boyle. McIntyre back to the Jets. He chips it in the middle, dangerously in front of his own goal. Shot is stopped there and punched away by McIntyre. Rebound is gathered up there, or pardon me, loose puck's gathered up there by McIntyre. He can't get it out inside the line. And the Highlanders come back the other way. Over the line, drop pass, twos around, shot, rebounds there. Cabot makes the save and punches it to the corner. And the Highlanders will send that one down the ice. Just about offside, or pardon me, icing. Black plays it to an open wing, but there's no one there for the Jets. McIntyre's bodied off the puck, leaves it behind the goal for Lee. Lee just about tripped by a Highlander, but instead punches it to the middle. Landry with a chance, just wide off a body in front. And the Highlanders doing everything but scoring here. Deflected on goal. Big save by Labatt. And we have an injured Highlander down. We'll take a moment. Tries to play it to Crawley, but Landry steps up to seal that lane off. Now Butters will gain the line and fire it in. Not deep, unfortunately, for the Jets, and Landry will pick it up the other way. Centering pass up to the middle is a good one, but Phillips will have to double back. Good stick there from Butters to make sure that entry is not clean. And it'll be fired down the ice yet again by the Highlanders. Back behind the goal. That leaves it there, but Cabot can't find the handle, and it's dumped back down behind the net. Pemberton battles there with Havercourt. Phillips tries to play it to the point, and now he will. Loose puck kept in. The cycle game is engaged for the Highlanders. Landry will step up along the near wall, punched off a strange bounce there, and it's played to the far wall. Made into the middle nicely, but just out of the reach of the stick of LeBlanc, pardon me. And we're almost into the final minute of play here. Good stick there from Crawley, but in turn, another great stick by the Highlanders defenseman to retake possession. Offside is going to be involved as Landry was walking in over the line, uncontested, but Jones was trapped inside the line. Exactly 1 minute left here in the third period. Jets 2, Highlanders 2. Game of the U16 championship. Later cross to McIntyre. Play it ahead. It's a good pass to Phillips. Phillips over the line into the middle. Off the stick of Ward, and it drifts down to Burchill harmlessly, and he'll hold for a face-off. With an opportunity like that, you'd like to see Phillips take the shot on goal, but I understand what he was looking for, a redirect in front. Face-off won by the Highlanders, played off the boards, kept in by McIntyre momentarily. Back the other way quickly, he's going to come to Highlanders, jump down into the corner. Black will have to go back for it. McCaddy beats into the puck. McIntyre tries to find the loose puck, dogs it into the corner, battles there. Dug free by the Highlanders behind the goal. Laid up to the wing. It's going to be kept in at the point by Natesty. Laid down into the far corner. In for it is Morrison. McIntyre comes in to help out. 2 Highlanders, 2 Jets. Dug free momentarily. Put right back down into the corner. Loose puck. Off a body. Loose puck's backhanded towards the goal, but well high of the cage. Morrison can't find it along the wall. Another chance coming. Redirected front, just wide 2-2, Highlanders and Jets. We'll take a short break and be back for a 5-minute overtime period. We're back for overtime between the Jets and the Highlanders. 5-minute overtime period in tournament play. Still going to be 5-on-5 action. And here we go. McIntyre back into the corner, trying to retrieve the dumping. Tucks behind the goal. McIntyre reverses play, plays it across to Butters. Butters with it now. He'll gain the line. Plays it in the middle for Crawley. He has it knocked away. Highlanders try to come back in transition. Over the line to Quarry. He'll play it deep. Butters with it now. Takes it a little bit of a bump from Phillips. Back to the point. Chance coming here for Boyd. He can't get the shot away. Good coverage there. Played into the middle. Crawley takes it awkwardly, but regains possession. He's over the line. Shot from a sharp angle. Stopped by Burchill. And he'll hold for a face-off. Face-off inside the Highlander zone here. Won by the Jets. Played back to the point. Chipped away. Black gets his arm out, and that's going to draw a penalty. He gets a little bit of a hold on his man. And the Highlanders will head to the power play with an opportunity to win this one in overtime. 4-12 left here on the clock. Seth Black, number 71 of the Jets, the guilty party. And he'll have a long seat in the box for this one. Highlanders looking like they're just thinking about calling the 30-second timeout, and there they do.
Timeout. Favorite Jets penalty to number 71, Seth Black, 2 minutes for holding. Time penalty 48 seconds, and Black 2 for holding. 48-second mark of overtime.
Highlanders coach is trying to draw something up over there to win this one in overtime. bit disgusting, but I think we're ready to play. What an opportunity here for the Highlanders. They win the draw, almost at the point. The first play is a good one. Into the middle, great stick there by Ward to deflect that pass into the corner. Highlanders regain it. Try to walk to the front. Shut down by Lavat. Rebounds there. That shot and hits a body where Lavat in front. I couldn't quite tell. Highlanders throwing everything towards the goal. Into the middle. McIntyre with an opportunity. Score! McIntyre lays up, tries to block it, but instead it's dragged around him and a moonshot by, oh, this is terrible, guys. Let Black out of the box. That is absolutely terrible sportsmanship, guys, I have to say. Congratulations to the Highlanders on a 3-2 overtime victory. But terrible, terrible sportsmanship, not allowing Black through and kind of rubbing it in his face a little bit. Not what you want to see, especially at a provincial championship. I apologize. Didn't quite see who put home the winning goal. As soon as I hear, I will let you know. Number 88, Daniel Landry, was the one who put it home with an overtime winner. And the Highlanders skate away with a 3-2 overtime win over the Jets in the opening game of the tournament.
Time now for the game presentations. Player of the game for the Cabot Jets, number 72, Daniel Landry.
Player of the game for the Jets is number 72, Daniel Landry. No question about that one. He was spectacular between the pipes all morning long.
And player of the game for the Highlanders, number 10, James McQuarrie.
And for the winning Highlanders team, number 10, James McQuarrie with player of the game in a great opening game of the tournament. We'll be back shortly for game number 2. Thanks for tuning in to High Button Sports. My name is Jeff McIntyre. We'll talk soon.